Well, they made a lot of money, especially from the numbers business. From what they had made in bootlegging, they could basically finance the numbers business and be able to pay off any winning bets. And how the numbers business basically works is that bets are gathered throughout town from small local bookmakers, and the bets are placed, moved up to the office where they're all collected, and it's the office where they ran was not too much different than any offices back then. You had adding machines and tapes and papers and things of that nature there. And they made a lot of money from the numbers business. So Al Capone, when you look at him, one of the things he did was he made filed no taxes and paid nothing to the Internal Revenue Service. So he not paid anything, and Emmett saw that, and he thought that if he filed tax returns and paid something, that the IRS would leave him alone. Well, that was not to be. They accused him, and probably rightly so, of grossly underestimating his income.
Police, freeze!
Emmett ran the business, he ran the books of the business, and took full responsibility. And he tried to basically pacify the Internal Revenues by bringing his books down there and sharing it with them as internal books. And the internal books were quite detailed. For example, they had the name of employees. Some of them were just listed as Shorty. Others had the full legal name of the person and their address. I always found it funny that Clarence Cocky Ware, who was with the gang for years, he was listed as employee of the business, but his address was given as a district jail. I guess Cocky spent so much time there, he just declared that to be home. But Emmett bought those books. He told them that just tell me what I need to pay, but that was not good enough. Any examination of how the Internal Revenue or the federal government dealt with major crime figures back then, the federal government was not interested in having those crime figures pay their fair share. They were interested in using that as a vehicle to put them behind bars. And my Uncle Emmett, that's where he wound up after some drama with a U.S. Marshal and member of the jury during a trial. He wound up in prison. My father and my Uncle Leo fortunately got off easy by just paying fines because, again, Emmett took full responsibility of the books and paying of the taxes.